South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the option. The pitch. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Carr. Fires it incomplete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Gonna run it. It's Price. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's gonna reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Power football with the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame comes out of the break facing third down. Looking for a man, it's Carr. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they'd like to stick one in the end zone. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Pocket breaking down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They want to throw it. Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Got his man on the right. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking for the score! It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Good, right down the boulevard. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, it's Carr. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the move, it's locked. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fired complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Pauling. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance when you think it's a...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Carr. Grab near the marker, it's Locke. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be...
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is currently working from behind, But in front of a packed coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll run the toss. Slithers into space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Defense might bring the house here. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Catch in the middle. It's Smothers. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Back to throw, it's Carr. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Got a man, it's Hendrickson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
They'll try to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll try to run for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Number 60, on to kick it away.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Creates a little space. There he goes! And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wilson will throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The inside handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wilson to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picks up the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wilson will throw. Rush is on him. And some room to work. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Oh, he dropped it! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Motion from the wide receiver. just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On the move. Turning it on. Got all they needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop us.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College